Hello everyone, it's Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox YouTube channel. We just had an allergy attack and that's my sniffling and sneezing. Anyhow, we're going to continue with our 1978 one and done tournament using Out of the Park 19. Marvelous game. And tonight's matchup will be the Chicago Cubs taking on the California Angels. In Chicago, as that was the luck of the draw for the Chicago Cubs. California was 87 and 75, and Chicago was 79 and 83. Chicago did get the luck of the draw, though, and gets a home game. Again, this is my first tournament playing Out of the Park 19, so we'll have to tweak that a bit, but we're going to play it out the way it is. California had a player named Lyman Bostock, who I think if I read this correctly, I knew he was murdered, but he was murdered September 24th, 1978, I believe it was. So he is not on the roster, God rest his soul. He actually was a very good ball player. He was shot, I believe, in Indiana. So, and that was very tragic. Anyway, that's a little sad side note to this game. So once again, the 87 and 75 California Angels visit Chicago in the confines of Wrigley Field to take on the Cubs 79 and 83. Ryan versus Kong, Dave Kingman. Remember, you win, you stay in. You lose, you take a snooze. Winner advances to the second round. So let's look at the pitching matchups. And it is right here, Nolan Ryan. And Ryan had a down year in 78, was 10 and 13 with a 3.72 earned run average, striking out 260. As you can see, that was a sub 300 strikeout season, walking 148. He also threw approximately 65 less innings. Frank Tanana won 18 games that year, but I will stick with Nolan Ryan. I'm playing as the Cubs, and pitching for the Cubs at home, Rick Russell, 14 and 15 with a 3.41 earned run average, striking out 115, walking 54. As now we'll look at the starting lineups. For the visiting California Angels, Rick Miller's in center field, former Red Sox. Carney Lansford's at third base, future Red Sox. Actually, Rick Miller will once again be a Red Sox. And he's batting second, Lansford. Batting third, playing first base, Ron D. Jackson. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Don Baylor, future Red Sox. Playing left field, batting fifth, Joe Rudy, future Red Sox. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Brian Downing. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Bobby Grich. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Dave Chalk. Batting ninth, playing right field, Ken Landro. On the mound, Nolan Ryan, 10 and 13, as I stated, with a 3.72 earned run average. For the Chicago Cubs, leading off, playing shortstop, Ivan DeJesus. Batting second, the center fielder, Greg Gross. Batting third, Billy Buckner, future Red Sox. Batting fourth, Kong, Dave Kingman. Batting fifth, Bobby Mercer in center. Right field. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Manny Trio. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Rodney Scott. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Steve Ontiveros. And batting ninth, the catcher, Dave Rader, future Red Sox. Doing the pitching for the Chicago Cubs, Rick Russell, 14 and 15 with a 3.41 earned run average, joining us in the chat. Elin Olaf, how are you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Good to see you. And Clinton Parks, how are you? I hope you're feeling better, Clinton. As Clinton says, hey, I have players like this in my 1978 Digital Diamond League. Wow, yeah, this is a one-and-done playoff tournament. We took all the teams, and when I set the tournament up, it's the first tournament I'm actually showing, but I never really paid attention. I just lined them up, Clinton and Elin, you know, highest to lowest in wins. Obviously, the 4 division winners. Technically, the Red Sox were the second best team in Major League Baseball. They had 99 wins, but they were the fifth seed, excuse me. So you had the Yankees, Dodgers, and then I alternated. You know, I went American National. So you had the Yankees, Dodgers, Royals, Phillies, and then you had the Red Sox, and that's how I went down the line to set up the tournament. And the seedings, you know, I have to go back and look how I had them, and then go back and look at the way they have the bracket set up so I can get it. You know, the weaker teams are getting the home games, but oh well, it is what it is. I will be playing as the Chicago Cubs. And the Out of the Park Baseball Sim Engine will be playing as the California Angels. Once again, Frank Tanana won 18 games with the Angels, but the computer wanted Nolan Ryan. He had the lower ERA, so I stuck with that. If the Angels get past the Cubs, they will have Tanana going in the second round of the tournament, and that's really good for them. And we're going to play in modern 3D mode view. And the other cool thing, you know, I never really paid attention here, but we will be playing the 1961 Open Universe, my Ted Williams season when it finished. We're going to be showing the Yankees-Giants World Series. And I'm not going to do any of the strategies, but I think what I will do is control substitutions maybe. And you can just do that, and that's pretty cool. I've never really fooled around with that, but either way, we will show that on the channel at some point. Just clicking continue and me calling the game. Also, we have a special game coming up for Milt, friend of the channel. We're going to have the 1989 Oakland Athletics taking on the 1986 New York Mets. He's an athletics fan. I don't know. I might use Action PC for that, or we might use Out of the Ballpark. We won't be using Strat because I don't have those seasons in Strat. So, all right, let's get to the ball game. Enough babbling. So once again, I'll be playing as the Cubs, the Out of the Park Baseball 19 Sim Engine, the Angels. Here we go, Wrigley Field. In the chat, we have Elin Olaf. Check out EO Sports League, another wonderful retro sports sim channel. And also Clinton Parks. Check him out. Clinton Parks, Digital Diamond Baseball, National Pastime 3, and Out of the Park Baseball 19. So Rick Russell's on the hill. Again, Rick Russell 14 and 15, 3.41 earned run average, striking out 115, walking 54. Behind the plate, Dave Rader, 7 out of 10 arm, and 7 out of 10 defense. Steve Ontiveros, very good at third, 8 out of 10. Ivan DeJesus just a step back at 7 out of 10. The same with Manny Trio and Bill Buckner. So short, second, and first, DeJesus, Trio, and Buckner, all 7s out of 10s. So that's really a solid defensive infield. Dave Kingman's in left, 7 out of 10 defense, 10 out of 10 arm. I'm going to have to look up those numbers. Seems a bit... Well, he could have thrown out a lot of guys in 78. We'll have to take a look at that later. Greg Gross is in center, 5 out of 10 defensive range, 7 out of 10 arm. And Bobby Mercer's in right, 6 out of 10 defensive range and arm. Defense and range, 8 out of 10 arm. And here's Rick Miller to lead it off for the California Angels. And Miller, in 1978, batted .263, 1 homer, 37 ribbies. Against right-handed pitching, 7 out of 10 contact, very little power, and an above-average eye. He is a left-handed pull hitter. Cubs will shift hard right in the infield, outfield straightaway and normal. Below average bunter Miller when it comes to a hit. Russell picks up the sign from Raider. Here's the pitch, and here's the start of our ball game. 3-1 count to Miller. Hitters count. And Russell walks him. Oh, man. So Miller's at first, below average speed, an average stealer. Buckner holding him on. Here's Carney Lansford. Lansford batted .294 and 78, 8 homers, 52 ribbies. Excellent contact hitter, 8 out of 10. Power and eye below average, a 4 out of 10. Right-handed normal hitter. Cubs move to double play depth in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. Russell peeks to first. Now picks up the sign from Dave Raider. Here's the pitch to Carney Lansford. 1-1 count. Lansford swings, grounds it back to Russell, who plays it to first as Miller was off on contact, it looked like. So 1 out. Miller's in scoring position. And here comes Ron D. Jackson. He's the first baseman for the Angels. .297, 6 homers, 57 ribbies. Another very good contact hitter, 8 out of 10. Power below average, 4 out of 10. Eye, poor, 3 out of 10. As Elin Olaf in the chat says, I love this format. Clinton Parks, this looks quite enjoyable, still tired, but played 3 games in the dark tonight and feeling better. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Just take it easy, Clinton. And Elin Olaf says, I love the look of this game. This is a wonderful game. I highly recommend it. It was on sale for a while, just before the All-Star break. Sip of iced tea. It's $40. You get every season. You get everything. And they have a wonderful community and workshop. I buy it through Steam because it does the automatic updates. Alright, here's Ron Jackson. 1 out. Miller's at second. Russell peeks over his shoulder. Now he deals to Jackson. Jackson swings at the first pitch, and he bloops it, and making the running catch. What a catch by DeJesus from the shortstop position into very shallow center field directly behind the second base bag. Holy cow. Nice catch by DeJesus. So 2 outs. Miller will be off on contact, and here comes a very dangerous designated hitter, Don Baylor. Baylor, .255 average, 34 homers, 99 ribbies. Above average contact, 6 out of 10. Very good power, 8 out of 10. And he has an average eye, 5 out of 10. Right-handed spray hitter, uses the whole field. Raider wiggles the fingers. Russell nods his head. Here's the pitch to Don Baylor. 0-1 count. Oh, and Baylor gets hit by a pitch. That's not shocking. Don Baylor got hit by many a pitch in his career. God rest his soul. He passed away, I think, a few years back. Dog Sidious has joined us in the chat. How are you doing, Dog? He had a wonderful live stream today. Check that out on his channel. Again, Dog Sidious, all things Star Wars and entertainment. He went over his top 10 favorite Star Wars movies. It was absolutely wonderful. I caught it when I came home from work to the end. So great stuff by Dog Sidious. Also check out Clinton Parks, Elin Olaf, and Elin Olaf's channel is EO Sports. So 2 outs. Baylor's at first, being hit by a pitch, and here comes the former Oakland Athletic 3-time World Series champion, Joe Rudi. Rudi batted .256, 17 homers, 79 ribbies, 6 out of 10 for contact and power, 3 out of 10 for eye. Right-handed normal hitter. Miller is at second. He walked. Don Baylor's at first. He got hit by a pitch. Rick Russell looks in, nods his head. Raider sets the target. Here's the pitch to Joe Rudi. 2-1 count. Rudi swings, sends that ball right field down the line on the run, and making the catch is Bobby Mercer. Bobby Mercer, the former center fielder, covers a lot of ground in right. So the Angels threaten but do not score. We go to the bottom of the first here at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. This is the picture they loaded up I didn't feel like loading up another one. I do know there's a couple of better pitchers I like of Wrigley Field than this. But this is pretty cool. On the mound for the California Angels of 1978, Nolan Ryan, the Express, 10-13, 3.72 earned run average, striking out 260, walking 148. Tremendous quality of pitches, 9 out of 10. Movement, 8 out of 10 overall. Control, well, he has some wildness in him, 4 out of 10. And that will fluctuate between right-handed and left-handed batters. Stamina, 10 out of 10. Hold runners, 7 out of 10. I should have gave you those same numbers for Rick Russell, but I forgot. I'll do it when he comes back on the mound. Behind the plate, Brian Downing, 8 out of 10 for his arm and 9 out of 10 for defense. Carney Lansford, below average at third, 4 out of 10. Dave Chalk, average at short, 5 out of 10. Bobby Grich, 7 out of 10 at second. And Ron D. Jackson, 6 out of 10 at first. Joe Rudy, a very good fielder in left, 8 out of 10 range and defense. Arm is 10 out of 10. Rick Miller, 6 out of 10 range and defense. Arm, 9 out of 10. And Ken Landro's average range and defense, 5 out of 10 in right, 7 out of 10 arm. So here comes Ivan DeJesus, made a nice catch on that blooper behind the second base bag in very shallow center. He batted .278, 3 home runs, 35 ribbies. Excellent base runner and stealer, 6 out of 10 contact, very poor power, 2 out of 10, 6 out of 10 eye. Here's the pitch DeJesus will be taking. And that is a ball. They're going to try to work the count here against Ryan. He'll take again. Ryan rocks and fires. Comes way inside. Ball 2. Downing pounds the mitt. Sets the target. The Express kicks and fires. And that's in there for a strike. 95 miles per hour. 2-1 count. Hitters count to DeJesus. Right-handed normal hitter. Angels infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. The windup and the pitch. Full count to Jesus, grounds it on the grass to second base, and Grich makes a nice play, 1 away. Now bring up Greg Gross, Cubs center fielder, batted .265, 1 homer, 39 ribbies. Average contact, 5 out of 10. Very little power, 1 out of 10, with an average eye, 5 out of 10. Left-handed spray hitter, likes to use all fields. Ryan kicks and deals to Gross, he's taking. And that fastball's in there at the knees, strike 1. 0-1 count, Gross in the hole. Downing goes through the signs. Here's the pitch to Greg Gross, 2-2 count. And Gross shoots that ball down the left field line. He takes a wide turn, he's digging for 2. And he's going for 3. Here's a throw. And safe, he is safe. As that ball rattled around in the left field corner, and having trouble digging it out was Joe Rudy. And that is a 1-out triple for Greg Gross. He's in scoring position for Billy Buckner. Billy Buck. Buckner batted .323, 5 home runs, 74 ribbies for the Cubs in 1978. Left-handed pull hitter. 8 out of 10 contact, that's very good. Power and eye, well, he chases and has poor power. Here's the pitch to Buckner. He's got the green light. 2-2 count. Buckner grounds to the right side. Jackson has it. Races to the first base bag. Steps on it for the out, but Buckner drives in the runner from third, and it's 1-0 Cubbies, to the delight of the Chicago faithful here at Wrigley Field. So 2 outs, 1-0 Cubs, and here comes Kong, Dave Kingman. He will face the Ryan Express. Dave Kingman, .266, which is a good year for his batting average, 28 homers and 79 ribbies. Contact is average, 5 out of 10. Power, very good, 8 out of 10. And eye is 5 out of 10. Strikes out a ton. Ryan kicks and fires to Kong, right-handed normal hitter. 2-2 count. And Kingman can't check his swing. Strike 3. Go grab your glove and go back out to the field, Mr. Kingman. The Cubs strike first. The triple and the ground out produce a run. We go to the top of the second, 1-0 Cubbies. Due up for the Angels, Downing, Grich, and Chalk to face Rick Russell. Rick Russell, quality of pitches below average, 4 out of 10. Movement and control, 8 out of 10, and that fluctuates with right-handed and left-handed batters. JD has joined us in the chat, and so has Broke Black Man 94. Hope all is well. I saw Broke Black Man 94 in another nice live stream on Johnny B. Crazy's channel. And JD has some UFC and a new RPG adventure game, which I can't remember the name, but it's a lot of fun. I watched it the other night. And also a sci-fi horror game. Not Dead Effect. What is it called? I can't think of it, but that's another fun game. So check out those wonderful channels. JD, and he's also an author, big Game of Thrones fan, as well as Broke Black Man 94. All things entertainment on that channel. Alright, here's Brian Downing. Downing, the Angels catcher, in 78, batted .255, 7 homers, 46 ribbies. Contact, 6 out of 10. Power, 3 out of 10. Eye, 7 out of 10. Right-handed normal hitter. Cubs infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. And he has a good eye, so we're not really going to go with a pitch around here. Dave Rader wiggles the fingers. Rick Russell kicks and fires to Downing. 0-1 count. Downing swings the lumber, drives that ball right field. Bobby Mercer going back towards the ivy, towards the wall, and he makes the catch. Nice play by Bobby Mercer. Mass Effect and Dragon Age. Thank you, JD. Wonderful games. I have Dead Effect. That's why I always say Dead Effect. I haven't played it yet. I bought it on the Steam sale. 1 out, no one on for Bobby Grich, the Angels' second baseman. .251, 6 homers, 42 RBIs. Contact, 6 out of 10. Power, 3 out of 10. Eye, 7 out of 10. Right-handed spray hitter. Rick Russell is ready to work. He deals to Bobby Grich. 1-2 count on Grich. And Grich rips that ball left center field. That's going to get down and grab some wall. And digging it out of the ivy is the center fielder, Greg Gross. And Bobby Grich beats the relay throw into second with a slide. So a 1-out double. Grich, the tying run at second. Here comes the number 8 batter, Dave Chalk, the shortstop. .253, 1 homer, 34 ribbies, 6 out of 10 contact, 1 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. Pretty good bunter, but I don't think he's bunting with 1 out. Another right-handed spray hitter. On deck is Ken Landro. We're going to see if we can get Mr. Chalk to chase. As he has an average eye, we'll try the pitch around. Russell will try to hit the inside or outside corner. Raiders sets the target. The windup and the pitch from Rick Russell to Chalk. And Chalk grounds it to short. DeJesus has it. Strong throw to first. 2 down. So we got what we wanted. He went outside the strike zone. He grounded out to Ivan DeJesus. So, again, 2 outs. Grich, a slow runner at second, will be off on contact. Here comes Ken Landro. Landro took over the right field job for the California Angels. As I stated earlier, Lyman Bostic was actually murdered in 1978 in late September. And he is not on the roster. God rest his soul. He was actually shot. He was a very good player. It's a very sad story, Lyman Bostic. So here's Kenny Landro. Landro, .223, 5 home runs, 23 ribbies, average contact, 5 out of 10, below average power and eye, 4 out of 10. Can tie it up here. Grich at second. Russell looks in, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Kenny Landro. 0-2 count. And Landro rips that ball left center field. On the run is Gross, and he makes the running catch. Greg Gross covered a lot of ground there. And the Angels strand Bobby Grich at second. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Cubs. Nice catch by Greg Gross. Due up for the Cubbies. Mercer, Manny Trio, and Rodney Scott to face the Express, Nolan Ryan. Bobby Mercer in 78, 281, 9 homers, 64 ribbies. Bobby Mercer for the Yankees, when he was with the Yankees, was considered the heir apparent to Mickey Mantle in center. He would go back to play for the Yankees a couple of times. Very good player, Bobby Mercer. He is a left-handed spray hitter. 6 out of 10 contact, 4 out of 10 power, 7 out of 10 eye. He awaits the express, and here is the delivery and pitch from Nolan Ryan. Full count. Mercer swings, and he gets it through the middle, past the lunge of Bobby Grich. So Bobby Mercer singles to lead off the bottom of the second. Mercer, below average speed, once was speedy fast. And stealing ability is pretty good, though, 7 out of 10. Here comes Manny Trio. Trio batted .261, 4 homers, 55 ribbies, 5 out of 10 contact, 2 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye against right-handed pitchers. Sacrifice bunt below average, 3 out of 10. Though when bunting for a hit, he's 5 out of 10. On deck is Rodney Scott. Downing has a very good arm. We're going to play hit and run anyway. There goes Mercer. Here's the pitch. Trio grounds it to second. Grich's only play is to first. So he does his job, hit and run. He gets contact, gets it on the ground, and Mercer moves into scoring position. As Tribes fan has joined us, remember to check out his channel. He's just posted his Mets update for his 67 card and dice season. I'll be checking that out a little later. So 1 out, Mercer's at second. Here comes Rodney Scott, designated hitter. This tournament we're playing with a designated hitter, whether in the National League or the American League. It's a designated hitter. Scott batted .282, no home runs, 15 RBIs, average contact, 5 out of 10, poor power, 1 out of 10, excellent eye, 8 out of 10. Switch hitter, batting lefty. Off the right-handed throwing Nolan Ryan. The windup and the pitch from Ryan to Scott. Full count, and Scott swinging a miss. Couldn't catch up to that 97-mile per hour fastball, and that's Ryan's second strikeout. Mercer with 2 outs will be off on contact, and here is Steve Ontiveros, the third baseman for the Cubs. .243, 1 homer, 22 ribbies, poor contact, 4 out of 10. Awful power, 1 out of 10. Above average eye, 6 out of 10. Here's the pitch from Ryan to Ontiveros. He swings at the first pitch, grounds it weakly back to Ryan, who throws to first. Side retired, Mercer stranded at second. Top of the third, 1-0 Cubs. Round 1 of our 1978 one-and-done tournament. You win, you're in. You lose, you snooze. Due up the top of the order for the Angels, Miller, Lansford, and Jackson. Rick Miller walked his first time up. Rick Russell on the mound. Miller, a left-handed pull hitter. Cubs will shift hard right in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. Russell peers in at Rader, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Miller. 1-1 count. Miller swings, and he sends that ball left center field. On the run, Greg Gross, and he gets there again. Greg Gross with an excellent jump as he read that ball well off the bat of Rick Miller. 1 down. And here's Carney Lansford, third baseman. He's 0 for 1, right-handed normal hitter. Rader pounds a mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Lansford, 1-2 count. And Lansford bloops it right field. Coming in is Mercer. He's not going to get there. So Carney Lansford bloops one into right. He goes the other way. Tying run at first with 1 out. Lansford, very good speed, 7 out of 10. Stealing ability, 8 out of 10. Bill Buckner holding him on. Here comes Ron D. Jackson. Jackson's 0 for 1. Excellent contact hitter. They could have a play out here. They could be playing a little hit and run. Russell throws over, and diving back is Lansford. He's safe. And we'll pitch out of the hold. And we'll move to double play depth in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. Ivan DeJesus and Manny Trio pinch in the middle, hoping to turn 2. Russell pitching out of the hold. Here's the pitch to Jackson. Jackson swings at the first pitch, lines it down the left field line, and sliding attempt to make the catch, but not getting there in time, is Dave Kingman. He does prevent extra bases, though. Lansford moves up 90 feet, so 1 out, 2 on. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at first. Ron Jackson's slow. Lansford is fast. Tribes fan says Greg Gross almost like Greg Allen tonight. Here's Don Baylor. Shockingly, got hit by a pitch his first time up. Baylor had 34 round trippers. Russell has to be very careful. One pitch, and Russell and the Cubs could find themselves down 3-1. Cubs move to double play depth once again. Outfield straight away and normal. Here's the pitch to Don Baylor. 1-0 count. Baylor swings, grounds it to second. Over to DeJesus, on to first, double play. So that went trio to Ivan DeJesus to Billy Buckner. So Rick Russell gets the double play ball and pitches out of the jam. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Cubs. Due up. Dave Rader, I probably have called him Doug Rader 14 times. And then the top of the order, DeJesus and Gross. Rader, the catcher, batted .203, 3 home runs, 36 ribbies. Left-handed spray hitter. Ryan's ready to work. He deals to Rader. 2-1 count. Rader shoots that ball hard to the right side, but making a wonderful play is Bobby Grich. He throws him out. Nice play from the outfield grass for Bobby Grich. 1 down, top of the order, Ivan DeJesus. He is 0 for 1. Right-handed normal hitter chokes up a little bit on that bat. Ryan with the big windup and the pitch. 1-2 count. And DeJesus rips that ball left center field gap. No one's going to get that. That's going to grab some ivy. DeJesus digging for 2. He's going for 3. Here's the throw, the slide, and he is safe. A 1-out triple by Ivan DeJesus as he beats the throw from Rick Miller. A huge insurance run at third for the Cubbies, and here comes Greg Gross. Gross is 1 for 1. Chance to knock in a run, and already the Angels bring their infield in. So Gross just has to bang it past the drawn in infield. 1 out. Excellent speed of Ivan DeJesus at third. Here's the pitch to Gross. 0-2 count. And Gross sends that ball out to right field, lining himself up, ready to make the throw. Here it is. DeJesus tags the throw, not in time. 2-0 Cubbies. As the throw from the right fielder for the Angels, Landro was accurate, but just not in time. Tremendous speed at third base in DeJesus. And it is 2-0 Cubs. 2 outs, base is empty for Billy Buckner is 0 for 1. He did hit the ground ball to the right side that knocked in a run, the first run in the bottom of the first. He's going to be taking, here's the pitch to Billy Buck. And Ryan gets a strike in there at the knees. Fooled him with an off-speed pitch. 0-1 count. Buckner steps back in. Left-hander's batter's box. Downing goes through the signs. Ryan nods his head, the windup and the pitch. 1-2 count on Buckner. Buckner bloops one to left. Coming on, Joe Rudy. And he makes the catch in left center. Side retired, but the Cubbies tack on another one. As it's been clash of the triples for the Cubs. As Clinton Parks in the chat says, 2 triples for the Cubbies. Dog City says, nice hustle for Ivan DeJesus. Due up for the Angels, top of the fourth, trailing by 2, Joe Rudy, Brian Downing, and Bobby Grich to face Rick Russell. Joe Rudy, Angel left fielders, 0 for 1, right-handed normal hitter. Russell's ready to work. He deals to Rudy, full count to Rudy, and there's that walk bugaboo once again. So the tying run will come to the plate. Joe Rudy is not fast. He's at first, Buckner holding him on. And here's Brian Downing. Downing had 7 home runs in 78 with 46 ribbies. He's 0 for 1 today, the Angel catcher. Right-handed normal hitter. And the Cubs will move to double play depth up the middle with DeJesus and Trio. Can Rick Russell induce another double play ball? Here's the pitch to Downing. 1-2 count. And he strikes him out looking. 1 away. Painted the inside corner with the 91-mile-per-hour fastball. Not overpowering, but he did hit his spot. Downing didn't like the call. He wants that call for Ryan. Jumping in the chat is Moni G. Shaka Con, rock on, Moni G. As she says, hello, Al and friends. Here's Bobby Grich. 1 out, no one on. Grich, right-handed spray hitter. He's 1 for 1 today. Raider goes through the signs. Russell shakes him off. Now he nods his head. Here's the pitch to Bobby Grich. 1-0 count. Grich swings. Center field coming on, and making the catch is Greg Gross on the sinking line drive. So 2 outs, base is empty. The number 8 batter, shortstop Dave Chalk, he is 0 for 1. Right-handed spray hitter. Rudy's still at first. Here's the pitch to Chalk. 1-0 count. Chalk swings the lumber. Grounds to Trio at second. Side is retired. So Rick Russell, another scoreless inning. Bottom of the 4th, 2-0 Cubs looking to add more. And here comes Kong, Dave Kingman, followed by Bobby Mercer and Manny Trio to face the Express, Nolan Ryan. Kingman is 0 for 1 against Ryan. He struck out his first time. Ryan's ready to deal to Dave Kong Kingman. Here's the pitch. 1-0 count. Kingman swings, and he lashes that one to left field. Making a diving attempt is Joe Rudy, but he can't get to it. So Dave Kingman's 1 for 2. 3 out of 10 for speed. That's not fast at all. Decent stealer, though. He reads the pitcher pretty well if he gets the opportunity. 6 out of 10 for stealing. As Elin Olaf says goodnight to everyone, take care, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Hope all is well with you. Remember to check out EO Sports League with Elin Olaf. Here's Bobby Mercer. Right fielder's 1 for 1. Kingman at first. And we're going to play hit and run with Kingman at first. Here's the pitch to Mercer. There goes Kingman. And Mercer bloops this ball down the left field line. It's going to drop. Kingman goes around second, headed for third, and he is there. As Bobby Mercer with the hit and run on just pokes that ball out to left. And he's 2 for 2 now, Bobby Mercer. Cubs threatening again. No outs, runners on the corners. And here comes Manny Trio. And they're going to concede a run here for the double play. No, they got the corners in. Corners in. Trio just has to hit this ball either to second or short. We should get the run in. Base hit would be preferably better. Trio's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 0-2 count. Trio, center field, coming on, and making the catch is Rick Miller. And Kingman holds. Did not challenge Miller's 9 arm. So 1 out, runners on the corner. Double play ball will get the Angels out of the jam here. As Dog Sidious in the chat says, Dave King Kong Kingman. Yep. And here's Rodney Scott, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 1. Scott, 5 out of 10 for sacrifice bunting. Corners are in. I'm not going to play squeeze, though. Here's the pitch to Scott. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss to the switch hitter batting lefty. As Ryan rears back, sets him up with a fastball, and then gets him with a curve as he was way out in front. Holy cow. As Comments with Bueller jumps in the chat, says Red Sox fan, just wanted to say thanks so much for checking out Captain Canada's channel. You made his day, my friend. He was so happy with the response. Oh, it was a fun time. It was very nice of you to do that for the young man starting out his comic book channel. If you haven't checked out Comics with Bueller, he's on the West Coast. I want to say in the North Pacific, like our good friend D. Scott Howard. Very fun channel. And it's Comics with Bueller. It's fun. He's a comic book guy, expert. I believe you have a comic book store also. I think. I could be wrong. He collects. He has a lot of cool comics. I met a lot of nice people in that community. It's a lot of fun. So, and he's promoting a young man, Captain Canada. So, I subscribe to Captain Canada. And hopefully we see some really good content as the allergies are messing me up. Not that I need any help with pronunciation. So thank you for stopping by, my friend. As everyone's saying hello to everyone in the chat. Remember to check out these channels if you're watching later. As stated in other live streams tonight, a lot of the people who come in our chats in our community are content creators. We support one another. We have right now Comics with Bueller. He is a content creator, deals with comics, tells great stories, has his family on and friends, really good time. Dog Sidious, all things Star Wars and entertainment. Moni G is a guest on channels, so check her out also. Elin Olaf, who left, EO Sports League. Broke Black Man 94, all things entertainment, movie and TV reviews, live reactions. Clayton Parks, retro sports, baseball. Tribes fan, check him out. Retro sports, baseball. He gives updates on his projects. And if I miss someone, my allergies are killing me. JD, UFC on his channel. A lot of PlayStation 4 going on there. Always a fun time to chat with JD. Author, big Game of Thrones fan, as well as many people in the chat. They're big Games of Thrones fans. So check all these channels out. You know, everyone wants to subscribe to the channels with a gazillion. Okay, again, that's wonderful. Subscribe to all those people. You're not going to have the same interaction. You know, nothing against the big channels. We all want to be a big channel, right? But you know what? There's something to be said about the smaller or medium channels. Check out Phil the Issues Guy, another wonderful channel. There's so many wonderful channels. Stratomatic Delaware. Bleacher Bums Gaming. Tabletop Baseball Plus, just to name a few. Higher Ground Gaming. Comics with Bueller. Check out who he subscribes to. Who Broke Black Man subscribes to. Friends of the channel. Related channels. Join our community. Our community is fun. That's what our community is about. Again, it's great. I subscribe to larger channels too, but you don't get the same interaction. So that's my little spiel. And I'm right, so listen to me. Alright. 2 outs, runners on the corners, back to the ball game. Steve Ontiveros, the third baseman, 8th place hitter. He is 0 for 1. Choking up on the bat. And we're going to let him swing away. Here's the pitch from Ryan. Ontiveros swings at the first pitch, punches it to left. Rudy moving to left center, and Joe Rudy makes the catch. The Cubbies threaten but do not score. That could come back to haunt them. Take care, Clinton. You go get your rest, my friend. You're going to get better each and every day. Clinton Parks, everyone say goodbye to our good friend. Well, not goodbye, we will see you again, Clinton. As they say, wish him a Wiedersehen to Mr. Clinton Parks. And all our good thoughts go out to Clinton Parks and Herb Pilgrim and Mike McAllister and anyone else who's feeling a little ill or a little health issues or just not having a good day. You can always come here, chat with some really fun people. Alright, due up for the Angels as I try to fight back my sniffling. Damn you allergies! Ken Landro, the top of the order, Rick Miller, and Carney Lansford. Landro is 0 for 1. Left-handed normal hitter. Cubs infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Rick Russell picks up the sign from Dave Rader. He deals to Kenny Landro. 1-2 count. And Landro rips that ball. Left center field. Gross going back towards the ivy. And again, Greg Gross covers a tremendous amount of ground. What a catch by Greg Gross. 1 down. Thank you, Comics with Bueller. As he says, and don't forget, Al Red Sox fan. Now that's a great channel, people. Thank you. That was very kind of you. Alrighty. 1 out. Rick Miller comes to the plate. Miller is 0 for 1. He walked his first time up. Left-handed pull hitter. Cubs will shift hard right in the infield. Outfield, we're going to play straightaway and normal. Rick Russell deals to Miller. 1-1 count. Miller swings the lumber, and Miller picks up a hit to right center. So the tying run will come to the plate. Miller at first, held on by Billy Buckner. Here's Carney Lansford, Angels third baseman, 1 for 2. Right-handed normal hitter. Cubs move to double play depth. Can Rick Russell induce another double play ball? Russell looks over to first. Now he deals to Carney Lansford. 1-2 count. And Lansford grounds to third. Over to second. On to first. Double play. 5-4 to 3. Rick Russell does it again. The pitcher's best friend. 2 for 1 the double play. As that went Ontiveros to Trio to Buckner. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Cubs hold on to a 2-0 lead. Another upset in the brewing here in this one-and-done tournament. That's what I like about one-and-done tournaments. You could be out in a split second. Due up for the Cubs, Dave Rader, and then the top of the order, Ivan DeJesus and Greg Gross. Rader, the Cubs catcher, 0 for 1. Ryan nods his head. Here comes the express, homeward bound, 3-0 count. And Ryan goes wild as he walks Rader, a very weak hitter, on 4 straight pitches. Cardinal rule, don't walk the 9th place hitter who's batting .203. So Rader's at first. Here's Ivan DeJesus. He's 1 for 2 today. 2-0 Cubs. On deck, Greg Gross. Rader, 2 out of 10 speed, not the fastest runner. We've played some hit and run in this situation, but I'm not feeling it right now. DeJesus digs in. Ryan takes a peek at first. Jackson holding Rader on. Now he deals to the plate. 1-2 count. DeJesus swinging a miss. Strike 3, and that's strikeout number 4 for Nolan Ryan as he blew the fastball by him. So 1 out, 1 on for Greg Gross. The center fielder's 1 for 1 with a ribby. We're playing hit and run with Gross. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. Gross swings, sends that ball down the left field line and deep. And gone! Greg Gross on the hit and run goes the other way. A 2-run blast. The crowd is going crazy here at Wrigley, and it's 4-0 Cubbies on the Greg Gross blast off Nolan Ryan. And let's check that homer out again. Gross goes the other way, giving chase is Rudy. He gets to the wall, looks up, and it's gone. As that went 365, and Greg Gross touches them all. He's greeted at the plate by Rader and Billy Buck. So 4-0 Cubbies. And here's Bill Buckner with 1 out. How long will they stick with Nolan Ryan down 4 in a one-and-done tournament? We shall see. Sparky Anderson stuck the whole game with Tom Seaver. Got beaten like a piñata against the Blue Jays yesterday. Here's the pitch to Billy Buck. 0-2 count. Buckner swinging a miss. And that is strikeout number 5 for Ryan. Set him up with the fastball. Got him with the off-speed pitch. So 2 outs, base is empty for Kong, Dave, King Kong, Kingman. Kong is 1 for 2. Right-handed power bat. 28 home runs in 78. If he connects with a Ryan fastball, well, he could send it to the moon, folks. Downing sets the target. Here's the pitch to Kingman. 1-2 count. They come inside. Kingman punches it towards the right side. And Jackson fields it, throws to Ryan, covering the backside, retired. But the Cubs strike for 2 more on the 2-run opposite field homer by Greg Gross. We go to the top of the 6th, 4-0 Cubs. They're looking for an upset here. Rick Russell, 5 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 1 Ks. Induced 3 double play balls, I believe. He will face Jackson, Baylor, and Rudy. Ron Jackson's 1 for 2. Right-handed normal hitter. Cubs infield, outfield straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 2-1 count. Jackson swings, and he shoots that through to the right side past the dive of Billy Buckner. Leadoff runner on. Jackson being held on by Buckner. Here comes Don Baylor, 0 for 1. He has struck out and was hit by a pitch. He had 34 homers and 99 ribbies in 78. Right-handed spray hitter. Cubs move to double play depth in the infield with DeJesus and Trio. Here's the pitch to Baylor. 0-2 count. And Russell gets him again. So there's 2 Ks for Rick Russell. 1 out, 1 on for Joe Rudy. Rudy's 0 for 1. He also walked once. Double play depth for DeJesus and Trio. Russell takes a peek at first. The windup and the pitch to Rudy. 0-1 count. Rudy swings. And that's to left. And it's going to drop in. Kingman plays it on a hop. Throws it into third. So 1 out, 2 on. Jackson's at second. Rudy's at first. And here comes Brian Downing, the Angels catcher. 0 for 2. Right-handed batter. Again, Cubs in double play depth in the infield, outfield straightaway and normal. Russell picks up the sign from Rader. Here's the pitch to Brian Downing. 2-1 count. Downing swings, and he rips a shot to right center field, cut off by Bobby Mercer, and they will not wave around Jackson. Bases are loaded with only 1 out, and here comes Bobby Grich. Grich had 6 homers in 78, 3 out of 10 power. Russell in a bit of a pickle here. Dave Rader goes out to visit with him. And the Cubs, with a 4-0 lead and the tying run at the plate with 1 out. And one of the best closers in the history of baseball, Bruce Sutter. But it's way too soon for Bruce Sutter. Lane McLaughlin. .330. He's a righty. Geisler 424. Well, we're going to get McLaughlin up. We have Donnie Moore too. I don't like these ERAs are very high for, well, relievers. If you have a couple of bad outings, you're going to have higher ERAs. So we're going to get Lynn McLaughlin up. Alright, Rick Russell will do a mound visit. I'm perfectly fine, let me pitch, as McLaughlin continues to warm. So 1 out, bases juice for Bobby Grich. Again, they're hoping for a double play ball here. Double play ball will end the inning and leave the bases loaded. Rick Russell takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest, the windup and the pitch to Bobby Grich. 2-1 count. Grich swings, grounds it. Trio to DeJesus to Buckner. He gets his 4th double play ball. The Angels leave them loaded. What a job by Rick Russell to induce another double play ball and get the Cubbies out of the inning. Cubs fans are happy. And that could have changed on a dime if it was a grand salami. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Cubs up 4-0. Rick Russell has been a magician. As Moni G says, I have not gotten to the ballpark in a few years now. I gotta do that. Dog City is same. Think I saw Papelbon blow a save at Comerica last game I went. Due up for the Cubbies, Mercer, Trio, and Scott to face Nolan Ryan. Ryan so far, 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs. He gave up a 2-run homer opposite field to Greg Gross. 1 walk, 5 Ks. Here's the pitch to Bobby Mercer. Full count to Mercer. And Mercer bloops one over the head of the third baseman, Carney Lansford. And he is now 3 for 3. Bobby Mercer at first base, 3 for 3. Here's Manny Trio. And we'd love to bunt Bobby Mercer over, but Trio is a 3 out of 10 sacrifice bunter. Infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal, though he's a 5 out of 10 for a hit. You know what? We're going to put the bunt down anyway. Rodney Scott's on deck. Here's the pitch. Trio squares the bunt, and of course he misses it. As he tries to pull back at the last second. Count is no balls, 1 strike. Corners move in now. And we're playing hit and run on the 0-1. Here's the hit and run. There goes Mercer. Trio grounds it towards second. The only play for Grich is the first. So Bobby Mercer's in scoring position. So 1 out. Mercer's in scoring position. Here's Rodney Scott. He is 0 for 2. He's been overpowered. And I think we're going to bring up Mike Vail to pinch hit for Rodney Scott. We're going to go righty-righty. I know Scott's a switch hitter from the left side, but he's 0 for 2. And we're going to go... Did I click on the wrong team? Nope, here's Mike Vail. Wow, Davey Johnson played for the Cubs in '78. I did not realize that. 35 years old, Davey Johnson. Obviously, that's a younger pitcher there with the Orioles. And we're going to bring in Mike Vail to pinch hit for Rodney Scott. Chance to get another run. They might walk Vail and try to set up a double play. They probably will walk Vail with Ontiveros on deck. So Mike Vail, 318, 4 home runs, 35 ribbies, 6 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power. He will chase 2 out of 10 high. Here's the pitch to Vail he's going to take. And that is a strike. 0-1 count. Vail asked for a brief time. Now steps back in the box. 1 out. Mercer takes his lead at second. The windup and the pitch. Here's the express. 0-2 count. Vail grounds to short. Mercer holds at second. 2 down. Nice play by Dave Chalk. So 2 outs. Mercer will be off on contact. Here's the third baseman, Steve Ontiveros. He is 0 for 2. Ryan kicks and fires to the left-handed batting Ontiveros. 1-1 count. Ontiveros grounds it up the middle. Pass! Dave Chalk. Mercer hits third base. The ball is very shallow. Mercer is an average runner, and Rick Miller has a cannon of an arm. On deck is Dave Rader. We're going to hold him, as he'll be gunned out by 4 years. So runners on the corners. Ontiveros comes through, but they have to hold up Bobby Mercer at third. And here comes Dave Rader. Very good defensive catcher. Let's just take a look at our backup catcher here. 4-0. Oh boy, we have to sit down I always mispronounce his name. McLaughlin. He's going to get tired. Our backup catcher, Larry Cox. 5 out of 10. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. Larry Bittner. Gene Kleins. We're going to leave Rader in. We have a 4-0 lead. Rather have a better defensive catcher. Here's the pitch. 2 outs. Runners on the corner. Here's the pitch to Dave Rader. 1-1 count. Rader swings. Grounds it. Second base. Grich flips to Chalk's side. Retired. Nice range showed by Bobby Grich. Cubs threaten again but do not score. We go to the top of the 7th. And it's 4-0 Cubbies. Rick Russell has thrown 79 pitches. He's been in and out of trouble, but he's been a magician. He's been able to induce that double play ball. Bases loaded, 1 out last inning. He got the double play ball that ended the inning. So he's gone 6 innings, 7 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. I think, let's get McLaughlin back up. He's ready. If we can get through the 7th with whatever combination, we can go to Bruce Sutter for the last 2. Russell will face Dave Chalk. The shortstop for the Angels is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Chalk, full count, and Chalk bloops one to shallow right. Coming on is Bobby Mercer, and he's there to make the catch. Bobby Mercer, a very good fielder. As Dog City says, nothing like October baseball in all of sports. Moni G says, there's nothing like a pennant-bound ball club. Whisper a dream. As Dog Citius is very happy. His Cleveland Indians have defeated my Boston Red Sox the first 2 games of the series in Fenway. Hopefully the Red Sox don't get swept tomorrow, as they will hopefully take Game 3. So 1 out. Number 9 batter for the Angels, Ken Landro. Landro's 0 for 2, left-handed normal hitter. We're going to sit McLaughlin down. As I play with the warm-up rule, he can tire. Here's the pitch to Landro. 1-0 count. Landro grounds weakly to second, charging trio, and he throws, and they get Landro by a mile as he really came stumbling out of the box. So 2 down, top of the order. No one on, 4-0 Cubbies. Top of the 7th, Rick Miller, 1 for 2 with a walk. Left-handed pull hitter. Cubbies will hard shift right in the infield. Outfield straight away and normal. Here's the pitch from Russell to Miller. Miller swings at the first pitch. Center field coming on. Greg Gross on, coming on, and he makes the basket catch. Side retired. Rick Russell has pitched 7 shutout innings. They played Take Me Out to the ball game here in Chicago. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back, for it's root for your home team. If they lose, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Cubs fans loving it. Bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Cubbies. Nolan Ryan back up on the hill. He's thrown 105 pitches through 6 innings, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, including a 2-run homer opposite field by Greg Gross, 1 walk, 5 Ks. It'll be DeJesus, Gross, and Buckner to face Ryan. Here's the pitch to Ivan DeJesus, 1 for 3. Full count to DeJesus, down to third. And he grounds out. Nice play by Carney Lansford. So 1 out, no one on for Greg Gross. He's 2 for 2 with a 2-run homer, and he's knocked in 3. Can you say player of the game? Here's the pitch to Gross, 3-1 count, and Gross works a walk. They have still not retired Greg Gross. So Gross is at first. Jackson holding him on. Here's Billy Buckner, hit and run. 0-2 count, there goes Gross. Buckner grounds back to Nolan Ryan, who throws to first. 2 outs, Gross in scoring position for Dave King Kong Kingman. He is 1 for 3. He'd love to go yard and give the Cubbies a 6-0 lead. Ryan takes a deep breath. The big wind-up and pitch to Kingman. 0-2 count. Strike 3 looking. And second time he's caught Kingman on the K. Side retired. We go to the top of the 8th. Rick Russell is throwing a shutout through 7. And Bruce Sutter now gets up in the mound and the bullpen. So Sutter starts to toss. Cubs 6 outs away from advancing to round 2. This would be our second upset, though not as great as Toronto shocking Cincinnati yesterday. As Moni G says, root for the Tigers. And Dog Sidious, again, very happy about his Cleveland Indians, says Chief Wahoo. Chief Wahoo has scalped the Red Sox twice in the first 2 games of their 3-game set at Fenway. Due up for the Angels, Lansford, Jackson, and Baylor. Carney Lansford's 1 for 3. Here's the pitch from Russell to Lansford. They come inside. Lansford grounds to trio at second. 1 down. Rick Russell has worked inside, outside, up and down. He's been in trouble, out of trouble. And most of all, he hasn't given up any runs. Here's Ron D. Jackson. He's 2 for 3. Right-handed normal hitter. Russell's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 1-1 count. Jackson swings the lumber. Left center field on the run. Greg Gross. He can't get to this one, though. So Greg Gross can't get to it. So 1 out, 1 on. Russell, 92 pitches. Here comes a mound visit. He says he feels great. Sutter's almost ready. Could be a 4-out save here for Bruce Sutter. Actually, 4 runs up. It won't qualify as a save, but Sutter doesn't care. Here's Don Baylor, 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch. Cubs move to double play depth with DeJesus and Trio up the middle. Buckner holding on Jackson at first. Can Rick Russell induce another double play ball? Here's the pitch to Baylor. 1-2 count. Baylor swings and he punches it to the right side. And Jackson hits second, going to third. Here's the strong throw by Mercer. And he just slides in head first under the tag by Ontiveros, so runners on the corners, 1 out, and Joe Rudi strides the plate. The former Oakland Athletic, played in many a big game, 3-time World Series champion, 1 for 2. And Bruce Suter's ready, and we're going to Bruce Suter. So Rick Russell's day is done. He went 7 1/3, 9 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. He is responsible for Jackson at third and Baylor at first. And here comes Bruce Suter. Bruce Suter in 1978, 8 wins, 10 losses, 27 saves, striking out 106, walking 34, 3.18 earned run average. Here's Joe Rudi to face Bruce Suter. Suter's ready to work. Rader sets a target. He deals to Rudi. 2-2 count to Rudi. Rudi swings. It's a pop-up. He got jammed. Rader. No! Buckner calls off Rader and makes the catch in foul territory. 3/4 up the first base line. So 2 outs. 2 on for Brian Downing. Downing's 1 for 3, the Angel catcher, right-handed normal hitter. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Suter nods his head. Here's the pitch to Downing. 0-1 count. Downing swings, grounds the trio, who throws to Buckner. Side retired. Once again, the Angels threaten but do not score. The Cubs are 3 outs away from eliminating the California Angels and moving on. This is not as a shocking upset. Angels, if they win, are in good shape. They'll have Frank Tanana, the 18-game winner, in round 2, but they chose to go with Ryan in round 1. And Cubs have gotten to him for 4 runs here. Due up Bobby Mercer, trio, and the designated hitter, Vail. Bobby Mercer's 3 for 3 off the Express. Ryan kicks and fires, full count to Mercer. Mercer grounds to Grich, and Grich throws the ball away. Mercer digging for second, and he's going to get there. A 2-base throwing error by Bobby Grich. That's not the way you want to start an inning when you're down 4. And here's Manny Trio. Grich, Mercer at second. Trio again, a poor bunter. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. We're going to try to bunt him over to third. Here's the pitch. Trio puts the bunt down. Ryan has it. His only play is the first on the wheel play. Grich covers for the force out, and a good bunt by Manny Trio moves Bobby Mercer over to third. This is an important 5th run. You cannot hit a 5-run homer in baseball, obviously. A 5th run means one swing of the bat cannot tie the game. Infield moves in. Here's Mike Vail. He wants to find something he can either knock past the drawn infield or hit it deep enough that Bobby Mercer can score from third. Here's the pitch, Vail taking, and that's a ball. And that was 96 miles per hour, high and tight. Vail to take again, and that's a strike. As Ryan goes to a curve, 1-1 count. Vail ready to grip and rip. Mercer's at third, 4-0 Cubs. Downing sets the target. Ryan kicks and fires, 1-2, and Vail goes down looking. Doesn't swing the number. Again, the off-speed pitch froze him. He was sitting dead red. As Dog Sidious says, tomorrow's game between Cleveland and the Red Sox, Carrasco, 15-6 for the Indians, versus Johnson for the Red Sox, 4-3. That normally would have been a Chris Sale start, but he's on the DL. Here's Ontiveros. 2 outs, Mercer at third. Ryan picks up the sign from Downing. Here's the pitch. 2-1 count. Ontiveros shoots the ball to left. Is it going to bloop in? No! Joe Rudi makes the running catch. Bobby Mercer stranded at third. We go to the top of the 9th. The top of the 9th, folks. With Bruce Suter on the mound, the Cubs are 3 outs away from advancing to round 2. He will face Grich, Chalk, and Landro. Bobby Grich is 1 for 3. Suter kicks and fires. 1-2 count to Grich. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Cubs are 2 outs away as they throw it around the infield as Suter just reared back and blew the fastball past Bobby Grich. Here's Dave Chalk. Chalk is 0 for 3. Suter again works quickly. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Again, the Cubs throw the ball around. Suter blew that fastball right by Chalk, high and in. And again, an Angel batter goes down via the K. Last hope, the number 9 batter, Ken Landro. Landro is 0 for 3. Suter nods his head. He kicks and deals to Landro. 3-1 count. Landro grounds to third. Ontiveros throws to Buckner. The Cubs advance to round 2 with a 4-0 victory. The win goes to Rick Russell. And getting the last 6 outs is Bruce Suter. Player of the game, Greg Gross. And let's go to the box score and call it a stream. But before we do that, thank you to Dog Sidious who joined us in the chat. Check out his wonderful channel, All Things Star Wars and Entertainment. Moni G, thank you very much. As I scroll up to thank people who are in the chat. Ken Castro joined us. I missed you. Hello, Kenny, if you're still there. Hope all is well. Sports writer extraordinaire from the great state of Rhode Island. Unfortunately, the Pawtucket Red Sox are moving to Worcester in 2 years. Thank you for stopping by, Ken. Always good to see our good friend Ken Castro. Comics with Bueller. Check out that wonderful channel. Thank you very much. And also check out Captain Canada, his young Padawan, as I like to call him. Clinton Parks. Check him out. All Things Baseball, retro sim style. And he's getting better each and every day. Tribes Fan. Check out his channel for updates on his 67 Met replay, coming to an end there. He just posted a new video on his channel. Broke Black Man 94 movie and TV reviews, wonderful reactions and reviews. Elon Olaf, his channel is EO Sports League. Check that out for retro sports play. JD, another fabulous channel. UFC's on there. A couple RPG games and Mass Effect. And I think I got everybody. Yes, I did. I believe I got everyone. Oh, thank you. So thank you very much that you took some time out, whether you stayed or you just stopped by or you stayed for a bit, catch it later, you're watching later. Thank you for taking time out to spend it with myself and the good friends of the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Come join our wonderful community. All right. I think Greg Gross is player of the game. And Greg Gross is player of the game for the Cubbies. Greg Gross, tremendous day. The number 2 hitter, center fielder, 2 for 2 with a walk. 2 runs scored, 3 ribbies. He had a 2-run homer opposite field. And he's player of the game. Nolan Ryan went 8, took the loss. 8 hits, 4 runs, all Lemern, 2 walks, 7 Ks, 1 homer through 140 pitches. They stuck with him. Rick Russell gets the win, 7 1/3. 9 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 2 Ks. I want to say he induced 4 double play balls. Let's check that out. Where do I see double plays? Where do I see double plays? Double plays. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 double plays. I'm sorry. I thought it was 4. He got Lansford, Grich, and Baylor all to bang into double plays. Angels left 9 guys on base. The Cubs only 4. All right. And Suter they do give him a save because he went an inning and 2/3. I thought with a 4-run lead you don't get a save, but they give him a save. He deserved it. He pitched wonderful. So the Angels are out. They're done. They go snooze. The Cubbies move on. Because you win, you're in. You lose, you snooze. Rick Miller for the Angels, 1 for 3 with a walk. Carney Lansford, 1 for 4. Ron Jackson, 3 for 4. Baylor, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Rudy, 1 for 3 with a walk. Downing, 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Grich, 1 for 4 with a K. Chalk, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. And Landro, 0 for 4. Again, they left 9 runners on the base paths. Never could get that clutch hit, the 78 Angels, and now they're out. DeJesus for the Cubs, 1 for 4 with a run scored in a K. Gross, player of the game, 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, 3 homers, a walk, and a 2-run homer. Buckner 0 for 4 with a ribby. He had a ground out that produced a run. He struck out once. Kingman 1 for 4. He struck out twice. Bobby Mercer 3 for 4. Trio 0 for 3. Scott 0 for 2 was pinch hit for Vale, who was 0 for 2. Ontiveros was 1 for 4. Doug Rader, is it Doug or Dave? Dave Rader, the catcher, 0 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. So the Cubs win 4-0. They advance. And let's just take a look. Let's leave the game. And tomorrow we're going to do Milt's game. We're going to do the 86. We're going to do the 89 Oakland Athletics versus the 86 Mets. A request from our good friend of the channel, Milt, who is on Citadel for Trivia, and they'll be on Friday, so check them out. Another wonderful channel, Citadel for Trivia. Let's save the game. And when we next come back to this, which might be in a few days, I think I want to play the Mets, because I like playing as the Mets. I play as all the lower seeds, the teams with the worst records, except for the Red Sox. I always play as the Red Sox. And let's go to this. Let's go to the playoff coverage, and everyone loves brackets. So the Cubs advance, and it looks like they get the winner of San Francisco and St. Louis. We should play a lower. Well, we could play. You know what? I think we might do either Kansas City, Montreal, or the A's and the Dodgers. A's were really horrific in '78. I think they were 79. They were definitely bad. I don't think they were too good in '78 either. Their team, their powerhouse teams, got broken up by free agency. Yeah, so I think actually we might do either Kansas City or Montreal, or Oakland and LA. LA actually gets a home game, and Montreal gets a home game against a division winner, Kansas City. So can Kansas? You know what? I think we'll do that one. We'll see Olympic Stadium. So our next game will be Kansas City at Montreal. And is Rusty Staub on that team, or is he still playing with the Tigers? I think he's with the Tigers. He's gone from Montreal by then. So that's next up. So let's take a look at the quick pitching matchups for Montreal and Kansas City. And it could change. Montreal and Kansas City. Steve Rogers, pretty good pitcher. And he was 13-10 in '78. 2.47, 126 strikeouts, 64 walks against Dennis Leonard, and Leonard was 21-17. Now I like that. That's the next game. And, it's going to be in Kansas City, it looks like. So how come the bracket? All right, so it looks like Kansas City has the home game, which they should. So we'll be at Royal Stadium. All right, that's our next game. 78 Montreal going to Kansas City to take on the American League West Division winners, Royals. Kansas City looking to advance. Viper Dave, how you doing, my friend? This is Out of the Park Baseball 19. Excellent game, beautiful game. On full price, it's $39.99. You get everything, every season, every player. When it's on sale, it's $19.99. So, highly recommend the game. I buy it new every year. I don't even wait for a sale. That's how much I love it. You can get picture photo packs to load up. You don't have to load up photos. They have a face generation thing, but I like the photos. So, thank you for joining us, Viper Dave. We'll end the stream with the brackets. Again, our next game, Kansas City and Montreal. So that will be up next on the channel in a few days. Tomorrow, I think we're going to do Milt's request, the 1989 Athletics with Canseco and McGuire, the Bash brothers, taking on the 86 New York Metropolitans, Doc Gooden, Darryl Strawberry, Keith Hernandez, Gary Carter, and crew. So... And then we'll get back to our football tournament, our 19 80 one and done football tournament using Action PC football. And again, tomorrow when we do Milt's game, I might do it on Action PC. I'm either going to do it on Action PC or Out of the Park 19. We might go Action PC with that. I don't know. I don't have those teams for Strat, those seasons, so I can't do it on that. All right. Thank you very much to everyone. Take care. Bye-bye. Till next time. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt. God bless. And you know what's coming. As always, peace.